So I want to point something out, which is, believe it or not, we're at about 9 minutes left before 9 o'clock. So, you know, time flies when you're having fun, with the possible exception of Mr. Iglesias. But beyond that, I want to mention one thing is for those of you who are listening, if you didn't like this or you'd like more, the League of Women Voters is also going to be having a session similar to this, I believe, on October 5th. So this isn't the last time that you would have a chance to listen to the candidates. What I'd like to do now is see if I can combine a couple of things. Each of you have 2.5 minutes to wrap up, and with any luck, we're going to get there pretty close to on time. There was one question that came in that maybe you can put into your closing comments. There's no necessary need to do that, but if you want to, a question came in which said, so all of this we've talked about tonight, but say you get elected, what are the top 3 things that you think in 2021 you've just got to do? Make sense? And the way we're going to do it, just because of the way it fell out, is Gayne, you'll go first, and we'll just take it around the circle from there. And I want to again thank all of you very much for your time being here.
So the top 3 issues I think that are near and dear to me to try to help save our city altogether, it would be a collaborative effort, is the budget. I think the insolvency issue is number 1. We can't make any headway with any of the other problems until we solve the money coming in, going out. I think I noticed at number 2 were parklands, which all encompass the encroachments, the lack of enforcements, the views, encompassed many things about what the city really means, the heart and soul of the city. And number 3 is safety, and that actually includes the police, the fire, the traffic. We've all talked about all those problems. So those are the 3 top things that would occupy my mind, I guess, in the first 90 days. Can't solve them in the first 90 days, and as a candidate for city council, I would promise to the residents, if they vote for me, and there's 2 spots, that I would listen to the residents, I would act with integrity, I would be honest, and I would persevere. So I would bring leadership and management to the table, and I hope you'll let me bring that. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Thank you. Bill, you're up next.
Okay, well, I think my top 3 items, and I'm anticipating this will be everyone's, is financial stability and getting our pension costs down, getting our administrative costs down. I think the second thing is public safety, and that includes the police, making sure that our department is staffed properly and has the right equipment, the right training to do what they need to do to keep us safe. And the third thing is really looking at the character of the city. And that has to do with neighborhood compatibility. It has to do with parklands. It has to do with all of the things that make our city what it is. As I said in the beginning, most of us have very similar platforms. So I think the decision rests on who has the experience, who's done it before, who has the ability to work together with other members of city council, no matter if your views are close together or far apart. I have to bridge the gap and get some things done. So I would ask very seriously that I get the opportunity to become a member of the city council, to work ethically, to work honestly, and bring 50 years of experience to the job. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Jim, I think you're up next.
All right, thank you again, Michael, and to the PVRG for inviting me to participate, and to the 76 people who have made it all the way to the end of this. It has been an honor. It's been an honor.
Glutton for punishment, you know? Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
It's been an honor to share my goals with you. I'd like to take a quick moment to describe what I believe distinguishes my candidacy. I'm the only candidate for City Council with prior experience on a City Advisory Committee. And if I was elected, I would be the only member of City Council with prior experience on the Planning Commission. I bring with me almost 20 years of management experience in the technology industry, heading groups at various points in my career that have been substantially larger than the size of our city staff. I'm the only non-incumbent candidate endorsed by the Police Officers Association. I'm the only candidate endorsed by 14 Palos Verdes Estates mayors, representing a cross-section of political views and a combined 94 years of city council experience. And I am invested in our community. I have 2 young children growing up here in Palos Verdes Estates. I know how important securing the future is. I believe very strongly that our city's future is my family's future, and it very clearly is my children's future. I believe that on some level, we all expect the same things from government. We expect our leaders to ensure public safety and preserve the character of our city while remaining fiscally responsible. And we need city council members who will be able to work together. We may not always be able to agree, but we can work towards our common goals with civility and with mutual respect. And so whether you agreed tonight with everything I offered or not, I want you to know that I'm running for city council because I want our city to remain the best place to live. And I think there are a lot more than 3 things we should expect our city council in the coming year to work on, and I'm committed to working on all of them. I'm committed to working together with my colleagues on the council to find the right solutions that allow us to maintain a high level of public safety service, the right solutions to tackle our unfunded pension liability, the right solutions for protecting views and privacy and the character of our neighborhoods. And I'm running for city council to represent the interests of all of our residents. And I pledge that I'll be available to each and every one of you to listen, and that it will take seriously my responsibility to contribute to our shared goal of keeping Palos Verdes Estates the safest and most beautiful place in California. So thank you very much, and I ask you all humbly for your vote in this important election. Thank you so much.
thanks a lot, Jim. Last but not least, Dawn.
Yes, well, everyone started off with thank you, so I'm going to end with thank yous. So thank you, PVRG, for creating this opportunity for candidates and residents to come together. Thank you to all the residents who attended live or are going to review this after the fact. One of the great features of our city is residents who are passionate and want to get involved. So thank you for being engaged and listening to what each candidate has to offer. And then thank you to each of the candidates who showed up for this important discourse, because I appreciate that we all want to make our city a better place. And as Gayne said, we're putting a lot of energy into something that is going to be a volunteer position. Regarding my top 3 priorities, the first one would be really around finishing or completing the strategic long-term plan. We need to know where we're going, otherwise we're going to get lost, and that really needs to be the cornerstone. And from that, that will lead us into a position to be able to strive for financial stability by completing our operational reviews of departments and our contracts and finding new revenue. And then as part of that, there's creating a sustainable, affordable solution for our police department that will have manageable pension costs and will achieve what our residents and our officers want to achieve. But at the end of the day, we're facing a lot of difficult challenges. This election's about more than the police. It's about how do we deliver the services residents want while living within our means. And so we've got to be responsible stewards of resources. We've got to find revenue. We've got to provide fair and consistent processes and decisions regarding building and tree review disputes and all city activities and enforcement practices. We need to tap into the expertise and willingness of residents who generously volunteer to help when we have a place a call or need their help. We need to keep residents informed. And we need to create a positive work environment for staff by ensuring they're doing meaningful work that align with the city priorities. They're given the tools to work efficiently and grow in their knowledge and skills, and they have a positive work environment. and are free from tirades during council sessions, declaring staff are working in a toxic environment, and all the good people have left. As I stated earlier, we have 2 positions to fill, and we need to fill them with people who will collaborate and work effectively together. That's what I've spent my career doing. All of us, council residents and staff, need to come to the table and make tough choices and determine the right balance between what services our residents want and what they're willing to pay. We need strong, team-oriented leaders who will do the work, and I'm one of those.
Thank you all very much. I couldn't help but note it is 9:01 p.m., so we are done. I want to thank you all again, and good luck to all of you on the 5th. I'm assuming you'll be at the League of Women Voters event, and that would be great. Okay.
Thank
so
you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for hanging in there. And Julio, you know, you got my sympathy, dude. All right, we're out of here. Talk to you later. Bye.